Hi everybody. So today I wanted to share with you this line that has been stuck in my head and in my heart, and it says like limitations is only in your mind. Have you watched the movie Limitless, which is one of my favorite movies? It's with Bradley Cooper, and in this movie he takes like this special pill, and then guess what? All his shyness went away. He became productive. He shifted from being a lazy writer to somebody who was cleaning up his whole house, working out, by just taking this simple pill. And what this pill did, it just wakened up his brain, and then it made him limitless. He was able to do everything, learn languages in the speed of light. It was amazing. It's very inspiring. But the truth of the matter is, I have a strong feeling that it is the reality of every person. We are all born limitless, but we limit ourselves from our beliefs because of our past experiences, from the things that we have observed with our parents or grandparents, and in our society and in our communities. If you're surrounded by people who are, content with being in the middle class, or content with just having and getting by with just enough and not in so much in excess, then that tends to be where your mindset lies. There's this old, this old, not really old, but majority of our older generations, their perceptions is like, you have to go to school, get a stable job, work there for 30 to 40 years until you retire, and then you retire, you take the benefits, and that might be meaning that you're in your, the retirement age right now. I think they increase from like 65 to like 68, so you'll be literally working your whole life. I have no qualms with working. I feel like working for you is healthy for everybody. I strongly believe that if you retire from a job, the best thing is to find another job, another passion that's gonna keep you busy. However, what if you're not happy in that job that you're in 30 to 40 years later? Being successful and being independent and having a lot of options gives you options as to what kind of work or profession you're going to practice. So being abundant, coming from a place of abundance, if you are self-sufficient and secure, if you're doing a project or a job now, 10, 20 years later, and then you want to move on to a next, to follow your passions and your desires, you have the willpower, and then you have the resources to do that. So that is more like being independent, and being sufficient just gives you more options. However, if you're just content with having just enough, just getting by with just enough, or having that steady income every month for the next 30 to 40 years and be content with that, that doesn't give you a lot of options, because you don't have that buffer to kind of like pursue your passions. And again, limits is what we put in ourselves, and it is a result of our beliefs and what we are used to. So we have to get out of the box and go out there and just know that there is so much that we can offer from the world, and the world has so much to offer for us. If you remember in the Old Testament, in Genesis, that the God created the world, the trees, the whole world for man, for you and me. So we have to enjoy everything in this world, and not merely by getting by. We should have more than enough, because when we have more than enough, we are able to offer and share to the world. So you're not only helping yourselves, but you're helping your families and your communities. And Mother Teresa said, you have to start in your home. We want to do grand gestures sometimes, like save the world. You can start at home and then spread out, and having more resources opens you up to more opportunities to serve and help. And when you serve and help, that's when you grow. Yeah, so Our limitations are only in our minds. And guess what? It is also in the Bible. So the Bible said, do not conform to what the world offers, and that we are blessed with a lot of things. And in science, it is the differentiation between a growth mindset and a mindset that is the opposite of that. So we should strive to grow and be more productive and find progress in everything that we do. And then guess what? Like the more we move on to the next step and to the next step, the luckier we are and the more opportunities we find ourselves. And it's not so much that we work so hard to get better, and it is so much as you improve and as you progress, as you keep at it, we actually attract all these other opportunities that will come our way. So it's very exciting. Limitations is set by our minds, and we are indeed limitless. We are all created in God's image and likeness. He has equipped us with everything that we need. He has given us the world, but our beliefs has narrowed down to sometimes of mindset of just getting by. This is the exciting time and age where we can see through the internet and through YouTube and other platforms, like how somebody can really grow exponentially. And there is so much wealth in the world. If you're just in a small area, you'd think that there is not enough for everybody. But if you broaden your knowledge, broaden your senses, and then really open up your heart, you will know and you will realize there is so much wealth in the world. And then for so long, there was just this main, like 1% of wealthy people in the whole of the world. But now you can see like a lot of this, even younger generations are finding great wealth out there. They're buying all this like art that are like $6 billion, like it was in pennies. So there is so much out there. And sometimes we limit ourselves to what we know. Like if you are a therapist, you tend to be in that line. But if you look into your heart and listen to the tiny voice that whispers in your heart, you will realize that there is so much out there and you can pursue passions, and then it may surprise you. We've always seen all these people who are, like, say, Joe Dispenza. He's very inspirational. He is a chiropractor and now he studies meditation, and he is so successful that he's giving back to the society, and he has helped so many people. So you can practice one profession and grow, and you become so big, you become bigger than yourself and your profession, and it just explodes, and you're able to like support and be there for the next opportunity, the next chance. And there's always something out there. It's exciting. Again, the limitations are only the ones that we set in our brains. The Bible tells us that we are limitless. We are created in God's image and likeness, and God is limitless. And also with science, there is a growth mindset. Like we can, as long as you have that mindset, you can keep growing, you can keep progressing, and you can keep updating, and you can keep be exponentially like limitless. You can do anything you want. And only time will tell how far we can go in this world, but we just gotta keep trying, keep climbing. Even the story of McDonald's, I love that movie. It showed you that persistence. You just gotta persist and grow, and you'll surprise yourself and your family. And let's be all limitless. Let's go. Have a good night.